Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. I have an article from Ukrainska Pravda regarding the referendum and polls and annexations of territories. I guess that's the time of the year since the Russians' efforts now will be rewarded, put it that way, and they will be able to do what they said they will do. So let's read this article from Ukrainska Pravda from today, June 8th, 2022, and this is the title. Instead of a referendum, a poll. The invaders, these are the Russians, are preparing a backup option for annexation of Kerson region to the Russian Federation. So the Russians probably will not even bother to organize a referendum, but I think they will, just for the appearance of legitimacy of their actions. At least, they will do the same thing as, let's say, not the same thing, but if Kosovo had a referendum and it was all good, then I guess Kherson can have one too, right? Oh, now don't be upset with me for using that example. That's the example the Russians are using. So anyway, not that they are right, but if you allow these people to have a referendum and self-determination grounds, then you allow these ones. You liberated the Kosovarians from the grip of the evil Serbs. Now these guys liberated the guys from Kherson region from the evil Ukrainian side. No? All right. Let's go in with this one. The Russian occupiers began to conduct pseudo interviews among residents of the occupied Kherson Oblast, which may become the basis for the quote-unquote annexation of the region to Russia. Source. The source is the press service of the Defense Intelligence of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. Quote, and I'm quoting, right? The Russian occupiers of the Kerson Oblast continue to prepare the ground for holding a pseudo-referendum on possible accession to the Russian Federation. In particular, a fake sociological survey for this purpose is being conducted in the occupied territories of the region. Well, what can you do, right? Try to do everything. Then people on the phone are asked to answer a number of manipulative questions that are meant to affect their attitude to Russia, the war, the occupation, and Putin personally. Now, between you and I, the Russians can fake all this, so they don't have to do it. So we are told the Russians are so evil that they do this, they do this, they do that, which might be, but we need evidence, and then you have to provide proof that there's a connection between the evidence and the individuals you point fingers and you call names. And, then why do they even bother? Again, why do they even bother to hold a referendum? Why do they even bother to hold a, conduct this kind of polls? If they're so evil, occupied it, taken, bye-bye, do something about it. You can't. So, but you see, they call the Russians and the Russian leadership as being this level of evilness, okay? And then their actions do not match that. And then when their actions, let's go, are this level of evilness, they who hold the Russians of this level of evilness, when the Russians are here, they say, no, 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 they should be right here. Why should they be right here? You already portray them as being here. So uphold them or, look at them as being here. And when they do something like this, that's a positive thing, right? No, they say, no, they did here. They didn't. You claim they did this. When they do this, no, 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 they should have done this. So, is it bad what these guys are trying to do? No, they're faking it. Why do they even bother? I mean, if they're so evil, shouldn't even bother. Hours, buy, do something, nothing. So anyway, it's a war of words and propaganda and all that. According to intelligence data, the results of the pseudo survey may be published as an illustration of the loyalty of the local population to the invaders. Most residents refuse to answer the questions. How do you know that? Your intelligence? Most residents refuse to answer the questions. Okay, I would like to hear what the Russians are saying about that. Probably they say that all of them answer them, and all of them are in favor or of joining Russia. Why do you think they do this? Just, as I said, just to legitimize their actions. Legitimize. Point to this. Like, we did this. Oh, guys, you, by the way, who point the fingers at us right now, you that over there, you did it over there, you did it over there. So back off. And the guy's gonna say, oh, that was different. Well, there were nuances, but the main action fits. It's like, someone rapes a blonde woman and another one rapes a brunette woman. Oh, it's not the same. Mine was blonde, okay? What the hell are you talking about? So it's kind of like this. And you know exactly what area on this planet and what particular group of people I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure. Um, let's give you a hint. It's in somewhere in Europe. One of the examples. One. Intelligence has data that if the occupiers fail to hold a so-called referendum, they will try to annex the region based on the results of the sociological study. Well, why do they even bother? Why don't they do like Joseph Stalin, the non-Russian leader of the Soviet Union, um, said, oh, let them vote. They can vote as long as we count the votes. So the same here. Let them vote. The Russians say, oh, yeah, everybody go and vote. But who's going to count the votes? Who's going to publish the votes, the results? Who's in charge? So there you go. So these guys are very, not versed yet with things occurring around them. So the day before, the Russian military appointed collaborators in the Kerson region expressed hope that the referendum on joining Russia would be held in the occupied region. See, the same. Let them vote, but I'm going to count the vote, and I'm going to say who won and what was the result of the referendum. That's the way, And besides, if you paint Russians as like that, you expect that. I mean, you now you're bothered that they will do this and that. No, go straight to the level. The crime matches the punishment. So the same here. The individual, the character or lack of that you portrayed to be, match his actions. I mean, if he's like that, if this guy is like you portray him, then you expect him to behave at the level of your portrayal or your intelligence information. And nevertheless, this is the time because the Russians are stabilizing. They clear things off. They are able to pacify the areas, and they liberated, conquered, invaded, however we want to call it, and now they can do their thing that they said they will do. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.